to get in this thing?
Let's do it.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be easy. This will be a good one. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Jameson on the Rocks podcast. Today I have two members from the band Everyday Dog. Let's get a little round of applause. Let's hear it. How you fellas doing?
Dude, we're doing good, man.
No
Well.
complaints? So you're in there?
COVID, but
Yeah,
like,
that is a complaint. That's a solid one. I'll take that. I'll take that. See you guys all dressed out today. You got the REM t-shirt that I've tried to buy off you a couple times, I think, right, Julian?
Dude, this shirt does not leave my body.
I don't blame you. It's sweet as fuck.
Honestly, I don't even love
Don't you have
REM, but I just love
Yeah.
the shirt.
Don't you have another one too, though?
Nope, same shirt.
Same one? Okay, anyways. But yeah, that is a fucking sweet shirt. I like
Right.
REM, though. You don't like REM?
No, I like REM,
Yeah.
but like I wear this shirt too much to not like absolutely love them.
Yeah, get you. You're not a diehard, but
Not
you're
a
a
diehard.
you're a hits guy.
I think I like this shirt more than I like REM.
That's solid. How about you, REM? What are we looking at?
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
REM.
me
like,
too, man.
my dad raised me off REM.
Yeah, I
so
feel like it's one of
that's-
those things you inherit. Like
Yeah.
they didn't really transfer well into this generation. You know what I mean? They're
I don't
not
think
that
so.
notable. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Like even though they're really alt rock,
Yeah.
just the dude, 90s for me is grunge. Like
Yeah,
I don't
for
I
sure.
don't touch the
For
alt rock
sure.
in the 90s.
Really? Yeah, definitely grunge. What's your favorite grunge band from the '90s? Sorry, let me just go off on this tangent right quick, and then we'll come back to you guys.
It won't be quick, man. Dude, I love grunge. I think I gotta give it to Soundgarden.
Soundgarden. Okay.
I've been listening to their first album nonstop the past like 2 months.
Great singer.
Dude, he's the
Fucking
best, man. Rest in
fantastic singer.
peace.
Yeah. We've done whole episodes on grunge. I
Really?
fucking love it, yeah.
No, I think I listened to that one and
Hell
the
yeah.
one you had with I can't remember his name.
Cannon in the Boxes.
Yeah,
that
about
was a fun
Athens
one.
music.
Yeah,
right?
that was fun. I think we talked about you guys. Maybe we might have mentioned the Everyday Dogs. I think
I don't remember.
it's possible. Just chalk it in there as a maybe. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, anyways, let's go back to you guys, the silly rock band from Athens, Georgia,
It's
right?
us, man.
Silly's
You guys,
a
I think
key
you guys are
word.
one of my favorites for sure. You guys are very. I feel like the first couple songs you guys put out were like kind of pop punk alt rock, and then it kind of transferred over. And these last two were grunge, baby, weren't
Yeah,
they?
man.
Kinda. Is that just me?
No, that's the general trend.
Yeah?
Thank goodness. Like we've had so many freaking conversations about like how I kind of hate playing all these people.
No,
like
I love that song.
No, I like them too.
Yeah.
I hate that song.
No, like,
They're-
they're fun. They're so alt poppy
Yeah.
and just like I hate pop music.
Yeah.
So like now we're playing like She's Crazy, Go Find Your Love.
Oh,
And
yeah.
dude, I'll show you later, but we got some weird shit in the works.
Some loaded up in the cannon, ready
Oh,
to
yeah,
go.
dude. Yeah.
I'd love to hear that, man. Yeah, I love She's Crazy. That's a fucking fun one.
See, that one's like I wanted to make songs that are like I would go out of my way to listen to this
Yeah.
anyway, but
It's very grunge. That little guitar thing. Doo-doo-dee. I don't know how to fucking say it, but you know what I mean. Like it's very, and your voice is very good. Very suits it well. You got that deep thing going on sometimes, and then you can get up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, those first songs aren't bad. Pass around.
no,
that's
they're
fucking
not
catchy.
bad. But
You
no,
just-
pass arounds are me and pass around were cool. But that one's pretty punk, you know. But like
Yeah.
he joined the band and things got heavier. Thank
Yeah.
goodness.
I see you over there bouncing around all the time.
yeah. Like I remember, like before I joined the band, like I heard them even after the EP, which the EP was pretty good. Like I was a fan.
I see. What's the
but
first track on the EP? That's the one I
By
like.
surprise.
By
I fucking
surprise.
like that one. That's a good one.
I don't like that one,
Yeah.
but no,
Dude,
like,
that song's got a special place
It's
in my
catchy.
heart.
It's catchy.
It's catchy.
Fun.
Yeah,
It's
catchy.
fun.
a little too popish, but it's catchy. It does the job.
Yeah. But we're going in some really different direction.
Yeah?
Like this
Yeah.
we're gonna put out it's like a Halloweeny song. It's pretty spooky season, you know.
Is it coming October 31st?
Now it's
or-
gonna come the week before, so it'd be like, oh, for your
Nice.
Halloween party, or
Yes,
like
so we can already have it memorized, be ready
that's
to
what I'm
rage to
saying.
it. You love that.
It's just spooky, but like
Yeah.
it's not for not
Yeah.
everyone's gonna love it,
Who cares, man? Just as long as you do. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's fucking sweet.
and that's
I feel like you kind of start your first couple songs. You kind of got to get some out of the way. You know what I mean? And then you kind of figure out who you are.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't even know.
You can't
Yeah.
know who you are, or like just as a musician.
Yeah.
Like, what do I actually
Yes.
sound like?
Yes.
Like the amount of riffs that I write, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
One, but like, like for every 10, you get one good song, and then
You just got to get them out of the
6,
way.
Exactly.
I say this all the time. Like the current song gets you to the next song. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
It's like a
Yeah.
stepping stone. Like there wouldn't be what we have now without
Yeah.
what we had.
Absolutely. Yeah. And for me, like starting to play live, I was like, oh, I see now that maybe I shouldn't write songs that don't go well live, like slow shit or like like a fucking strong ballad. You know what I mean? Like maybe I don't want to play these live. Maybe I should write something a little more upbeat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you kind of adapt as you go, which is cool.
Yeah. I mean, ballads have we have one ballad.
Dude, Nevada?
No.
That's not a ballad.
It's a headbanger, dude.
That's a great one. That's very sing-alongy. You know
for sure.
That's a banger, yeah.
That's like every show. Dude, we haven't had a show in.
But you guys did a tour this summer, didn't you? That's fucking sweet.
Oh, dude, let me tell you.
Tell me about it. I want to hear.
You want to start, dude?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I could start. So before COVID hit, we were kind of talking about like, oh, like what do we want to do during the summer? Do you want to go to like a little house tour thing, or do you just want to find some venue somewhere? And then this group called the Extreme Tour hit us up randomly.
That was their name?
That was that organization's name.
Okay. Gotcha.
They hit us up and they're like, hey, we do this like country summer round tour thing, and we'd be interested if you guys like applied. And we did apply, and we were kind of like, oh, cool, like a little summer tour thing. And then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And we were like, we were like, we don't know what's. By the way, can I cuss on this?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, cool. So we don't know what the fuck's going on. And then they hit us back up, and they're like, it's still going. We're good.
Fuck yeah.
And going into it.
That should have been a red flag.
Yeah, red flag.
Should have noted it, yeah.
Yeah, so going into it, we really didn't know what we were getting into because they were pretty discreet about like what this whole tour thing was going to be about. Like we knew that like, other groups were going to be there, and we were going around to like really random places in the country. Like
fuck nowhere, dude.
Yeah, like our
couple examples. Give me some examples.
Iowa Bluffs and Council Bluffs in Iowa.
Greenfield, Missouri.
Damn, you guys did some driving.
South Dakota.
Rapid City.
Yeah, dude.
You went to South Dakota?
Yeah, man.
20-hour drive, give or take?
Yeah, so like we went first to Missouri, and then from there, you kind of went from there to Iowa to...
the complete other side of South Dakota.
And then
back to the right side of South Dakota.
Shit.
And then finish up in Minnesota. But these, other than like Rapid City where Mount Rushmore is, these other places we went to just...
That's hilarious.
Like
never heard of it. Never.
Never will again.
Nah, probably not.
And then the other kind of weird little niche thing was going into it. Like they were gonna do some like we thought like a little ministry. Like we thought it was gonna be like 90% rock and roll, playing music, going around touring, doing the actual music stuff, and like a little bit of maybe someone says like a message after the whole show or whatever. But what it turned into was 90% going out and bumfuck nowhere at 1 a.m. talking to homeless crackheads.
Yeah, and like skater punks, like you name it. I saw meth. Like,
my God.
it was bizarre.
This tour took a sharp turn.
I know.
It did. And like we first got there, we really didn't know what to expect. So after the first show, we played 15 minutes.
Yeah, dude.
And
we traveled for like 2 days, and then we're there for another 2 days. And then they didn't tell us anything about the actual show until like what? An hour beforehand. So like there's like a bunch of different we can unpack this so much. There were like I think 4 or 5 like it was like festival styles, like 4 or 5 artists. But what we didn't know is that all the staff was also artists, and they also played. So they did this like maybe like 2-hour festival, but there were like like 10 artists. So you divide 2 hours by
short
10.
Time slots?
You got 15 minutes, man.
Oh, that is tough.
So we would, like in each city, like we'd get there, and immediately off the bat, we'd have to go talk to the homeless crackheads until.
So there's like some mission, like state.
Yeah,
right.
And we worked at Camp Highland. Like we're not against that, but just
wasn't what we
expected.
Driving North Dakota for like 15-minute set is fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean?
It got a little bit better, like the set time, because
I'm sure you guys had fun, didn't you?
Oh, dude, what else were we gonna be doing?
Real,
like we would just be drinking at home.
Yeah,
that's probably it. But like the people that were doing it have such big hearts and like they had
sure.
such like a good essence for like community and whatnot, really pouring into what was going on there. That was the good side, but there was also like
it just wasn't what you expected.
Not what we expected.
It's a good story though.
It's a good
interesting.
Story.
It was we had a blast for different reasons than we thought.
Yeah, I bet you guys 15-minute set was fucking stellar, wasn't it?
Dude, we played Freebird, so we played like
1.5 songs.
Exactly.
Oh god.
Yeah, we played 2 songs very quickly, and then before they could say anything, we started Freebird. We could it's like turned it 20 minutes.
Love it. Like, you got to stretch it out, man. Yeah, you guys are the hitters on the bill. You love to hear that.
Yeah, it was. I think they figured out the first day that we were the best music group that was there. Because I won't say any names, but there was a lot of not so great, not really bad performers.
Really cool people.
Cool
people. It was just. Wasn't it?
So you weren't sensing the vibe.
I wasn't. I did not vibe. Some people could vibe. It was not my vibe.
So like, what they would do is they would, like in the middle of the tour, they would make us play like a 15-minute set first, and then a 15-minute set last, because we would play our that first set, and people would like start to gather and be like, "Oh, like cool music."
We're the only rock and roll band.
Yeah,
like, else is
cool
like hip hop.
Yeah,
you name it.
And then the other bands would play in the middle, and the people would disperse. The people would go away,
and then we would reel them back in at the end.
Yeah,
that's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
That's a good story though. The van tour. You guys took a van?
Yeah, dude. We took big blue minivan, dude.
Oh,
that is the absolute trooper.
You'd love to hear that.
But, like, we should not have taken the minivan. Like it was like the first day we drove from like here to Kentucky, and dude, like 20 minutes in, because we had all our cabs, drum kit, 4 big motherfuckers. Like, and dude, you could see we were about like a foot off the ground. It was so weighed down. Yeah, dude. About like an hour in, we had 3 maintenance lights come on, like traction control check or something, and then maintenance required.
It's gonna be a fucking long trip.
Yeah, dude. And we're like, fuck.
How long till you guys were sick of each other? How long did it take? Day?
No, that was the awesome part, because there was so much bullshit going around that the 4 of us
band chemistry was off the charts, man. It was like those big drives in between. Like, oh, this is gonna suck, man. 6 hours driving through, cornfields. So much corn. Dude, there's so much corn in America. Yeah. But like those car rides were like our time that was like, we're not crazy. They're crazy. It's like it's just everything going on. It was too much, and we had just such great bowl sessions in the car. It was
Love it. Yeah, so you guys thrive in non-ideal conditions, is what you're telling me.
Apparently, man.
That's hilarious, man. I didn't know. I thought you guys went to like fucking like Louisiana or something, came back. I didn't know you guys sent it. Sent it to fucking 25 hours away.
Yeah, dude, that was our first, like, I'm gonna say quote tour.
It was, man. That's a tour.
By definition.
Yeah.
We didn't get scammed, but we got duped.
We got duped.
Dude,
like their emails were like books.
Yeah.
Like, they did not know how to paraphrase. Like they had like literally like I was just kept scrolling through an email. I was like, dude, I could have about 3 sentences. Somebody's everything.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to tighten up on the booking process. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to get a little pickier.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, it was fun.
That is hilarious.
Like,
it's
what else have we been
great
doing?
Story. That's fucking class. I didn't know that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's something else I know? I noticed that didn't you guys have a different drummer at some point? Are you back with the OG drummer? Is this a tough topic?
It's not a tough. It's like complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Bands can be complicated, man.
Dude, they are. It's like a relationship, pretty much. So back in January, I'm a trash talk Jack real quick.
Hi.
Hey, Jack Greg.
He'll laugh at it later.
Yeah, he's at the house right now.
Hilarious.
We have a whole nother debacle going on like today.
Love it.
Like in January, we're about to go record like our EP thing, album, whatever we were gonna embark on.
Mm-hmm.
The night before, he's like, "Yeah, I don't see myself doing this long term," and we're like, "Is this now?" Like the day before, we had the oh shit moment.
Yeah,
and so his whole thing is like. His whole thing is a lot more complicated.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of history with the band.
Yeah.
There was some bad blood at some point, but
That's a band, man.
It is.
It's hard not to have that. It really is.
Jack's my boy. Wait, we're straight now.
Yeah, you guys figured it out? That's good.
We did.
Yeah.
But the new guy we got, Johnny Bayman, the absolute unit.
Yeah.
And
playing the Rush and stuff. That was him, right?
He's a machine, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's crazy.
So technical and precise with everything he does. Because he's such a quiet guy, but you can just tell him to do the most complicated thing and he'll just be like dope, and
it's like easy baby weight, dude.
So what's he doing now? Is he just, you guys just kind of had to come back together with the OG guy?
So like Johnny. So Jack was the first guy and Johnny was the second guy. JJ. And before this little tour thing happened, we're supposed to go with Johnny, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, I think it was like 4 days before. He's like, I don't think I can go anymore. Like, I'm supposed to see my grandma when I get back. And I was like, dude. But 4 days for us to go.
He had that. He could see, man. He knew what was about to happen.
He knew something we didn't, man.
Oh, man.
So, like, he's like, I'm out for this tour. Sorry. And I'm like, well, shit. I haven't talked to Jack in like 4 months. So Hail Mary to him. And he was like, dude, I've been wanting to jam so bad. I'll do anything.
That's great, man.
So he took off work and then he came with us on a tour. But Johnny was still our drummer. But now he's not because Johnny also quit. Yeah. We got to find a drummer.
Me too, man. My drummer quit yesterday.
Oh, no. Miles?
Cheers to... No, Miles played bass. Oh. But he said he's got too much going on. His heart's not into it. I was like, all right, man.
Yeah, that's fun, the same thing with
Johnny. You can't make him stay, you know what I mean? Exactly. And then the chemistry's not there if you do, you know?
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, so.
Because Johnny's thing was basically like, he's a big hip hop guy. Like he listens to a lot of NF and a lot of like really precise, kind of not really our thing, but he wasn't getting musically what he wanted to get out of, because we're working on some really kind of out there hard rock, very wacky stuff. So
yeah, dude, if he liked rock and roll, he'd be unstoppable, like for our context. But it's just wasn't his thing.
When I started a band, I severely underestimated how difficult it is to find someone into the same kind of music as you. Severely underestimated that. It's hard to do, and someone you actually
it's
like.
So important. Yeah, dude, that's another thing. You gotta like them because you gotta spend a lot of time.
Yes, and it's hard to do, man. It really is, but not impossible.
Yeah,
maybe that's what makes bands so special. You know what I mean? Something to be said about a band. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a difference between a band and a solo artist. That's for sure. But yeah, anyways.
Plus keeping everybody together. Like that's why I got such respect for Rush, man. They almost they didn't even do it. Like they almost have the same lineup from the beginning.
Pretty much. The first drummer died, right? Is that true? Or
he died
later, but he got
booted.
He resigned / got kicked off because Alex and Getty were a bunch of nerds, and this guy was like an actual
he's an actual rocker.
So
got kicked out of Rush.
I imagine that's a tough look though. Just like after a bunch of years, you're like, "Fuck, I could have been in like the biggest band ever."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just for like any band, where somebody got kicked out.
The 4 drummers are for Dave Grohl and Nirvana.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think there was 4. Is that right?
It's
like a ridiculous number, right?
4 or 5.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Just be sitting at home every day, like, damn.
Every time
I really fucked up.
Get so pissed off every time. Foo Fighters. I see Dave Grohl's fucking voice all the
time. I loved you guys' Foo Fighters cover. That was cool.
That was fun, man.
Yeah, and the Rush one was fucking insane. Like, I guess we were at 40 Watt, and you guys sound checked on. Tom Sawyer, maybe? Is that right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck. Thank God I'm not playing tonight. I'd be looking sick right now.
Unfortunately, we did better at sound check than we actually did.
That's not true.
That's the way it goes.
Johnny and I had a little fuck up in the middle of it. But
it sounded good. I didn't know.
It was a fun time. Yeah, I love the 40 Watt, man.
Yeah, it's so great. Such a great little place.
Yeah. Are they doing all right now?
I don't know. I had wondered that as well, but I think they'll hang in there. It was like Caledonia was what I was worried about. You know what I mean?
I remember they put out like a thing back in like March.
Yeah, like a GoFundMe kind of thing.
Yeah, that was like back in March. So
I know it's been a fucking minute. I wonder how much money these venues have saved, because that's a nice little place. You know, that used to be the 40 Watt? I just found that out recently. Did you guys know that?
What?
Oh, just me?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Caledonia is the original 40 Watt or something like that.
They got gypped, man.
Which maybe that's why the room's so fucking nice now. It's got like it's got a vibe.
It's got pretty much the same vibe.
Yeah, but
like
smaller.
Exactly.
Yeah, so your crowd looks bigger. You know what I mean?
Dude, I think Caledonia.
It's great.
I think it's my favorite.
Yeah,
to play in.
Yeah, I've seen you guys there too. You guys did Ain't No Rest for the Wicked. That was cool as shit.
Oh yeah, dude, that's the one Jackson. I don't play drums that much, but it's fun whenever I do.
Do you have trouble singing and playing? Like you said, you're playing a gig coming up. You guys play like 2.5 hour long gigs sometimes.
We're playing.
How much trouble do you have with it? Like singing for 2.5 hours.
Singing wise, it's not that like you gotta pace yourself. That's you like. We'll start with Blitzkrieg Bop, nice like low, bop. Like low tone, and then like we've kind of designed it where like you warm. It's like I got Tom Petty, all the easy stuff, and then you slowly get up, and then by the middle of the set, we're at like the Guns N' Roses little down half step, and then at the end we're just As soon as you hit Freebird, everything's it's fair game.
Dude, I severely underestimated Freebird too at 40 watt. I was like, you guys start into it for the encore. I was like, oh, that's an awfully slow one for an encore, and then it fucking ripped into the solo.
Oh yeah,
I was like, these guys are fucking geniuses. They got to figure it out.
We play Freebird right.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
Way too much.
It's a great song though. Yeah,
that's awesome.
But like we fucked up one time, and we were like, we played Freebird not at the end of this set.
Oh, you can't build that hype again?
No, dude, that's
can't beat it. It's a slow burn, but when it burns, it fucking goes off.
Because like that as soon as the solo starts, everyone starts throwing their beer. Dude, our equipment gets soaked every time.
I hear that's good for it, Really
might as well be.
So
my brother will get pissed every time.
What's your brother up to? His name's Jesse, right?
Jesse.
Yeah. Okay. What's he up to?
He works at a church back in our hometown, Alpharetta.
He didn't go to UGA, does he?
He did. He's 24. So he graduated in 2018.
Yeah, okay.
So he's been working at church. He actually does all the managing stuff for our band.
I thought John was doing it. John Morris.
John used to just book for us.
Yeah.
And then he stopped. Love you, John Mo.
What's up, John? Hey, if you're listening in.
It was he just stopped. But Jesse does all the books work, which is like you don't have to do all the books work to being a band like in Athens, but Jesse like we're gonna try to do long call this shit. Yeah. So we have an LLC.
Love that.
Yeah.
You need it.
A lot of lawyer paperwork that he can tell you all about it.
That's very smart, very important to get one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you really can lose part of your name and shit.
Yeah, you never know. Like that's my dad gets he's like, dude, what if just hear me out. Having a great time at the show. Yeah. Someone breaks their leg. That's on you.
Yeah, my mom's like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's important. David Barbie got through to me, I guess.
Yeah, he did actually. Seems like. Yeah, I want to do a concert at my house or like my farm back home. Mom's like, we gotta get fucking insurance and all this shit. I was like, damn, let's just have a rock show.
That's what I'm saying.
I was like, fuck, man, we can't even do that anymore. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. Like we have such a weird dynamic. Like Jesse's all of that side of the brain. Like I'm the.
At least you have somebody that does that. That's great. Yeah, not many people are excited to do that.
No, I respect. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Dude. Like I'm a business student and I shouldn't be. It's one of those degrees,
Yes, me too, dude. I mean, I can't think of any major that I'd really want to do. I want to fucking make music.
I want to rock.
I know you do too. I mean, I know you guys do. It's like I'm just in school just to be in Athens to make music. You know what I mean? Pretty much. I'm gonna get whatever major I get. I probably won't use it. I hope I don't use it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like I hope I don't have to ever touch that piece of paper.
For real, man. Endgame, you don't have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario,
you got a degree.
I got a degree and blew my brains out in a cubicle farm.
Yeah,
that's the worst case scenario.
Sounds great. Yeah. I think about it though. I mean, like end of the day, you could even like kind of sort of give up and do like cover shows every weekend and still make a fair like. Okay, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Build your name up after a while.
Yeah, at that
Not
point,
that I want to do that, you know what I mean? But
exactly.
Dude, I saw I was in Florida a couple weekends ago and I saw pretty much that, but they'd been doing that for probably 40 plus years. And I just
that's a tough
I got the big sad. I'm like, no. Big sad. Like I get that you love it, but stop.
Yeah. Handing out business cards,
Yeah, straight up. Like they're still trying.
Yeah, we're getting at it young though. I feel like we got the jump on some people,
Yeah, exactly.
I feel good. I like our chances.
Got good odds.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, we're determined. Yeah. Jesse, I like the way he plays, man.
Dude, nobody in Athens plays like Jesse, man.
No, he's got that kind of 80s. Is that? Would you say that right? Is that just me?
Dude, his we play guitar so freaking different, dude. Jesse is all his favorite guitarists are Slash, Randy Rhoads.
Yeah, I love Randy.
And just those guys that really they think too much.
Yeah.
About Randy, dude. It's all
neoclassical riffs and shit.
He can do that shit. He's left-handed.
Is he?
So yeah. So but he plays right-handed.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought you said Randy Rhoads. I thought you were talking about Randy Rhoads.
Oh no.
I was like,
Right.
what?
No,
No fucking way.
so.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, but like so Jesse like always had he can't tremble pick for shit.
Yeah.
But like everything on this hand,
Yeah.
dude, it is like lightning fast.
It really is, and it's really smooth and like legato too in a way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's very compliments you guys nice. And I think
Yeah.
you're mostly what, power chords, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm mostly power. If my hand's moving most of the time.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
me
very
too.
like Frashante meets like Tony Iommi somewhere in there.
I could hear that.
Yeah, it's like
For
that.
sure.
Those are the guys I look up to, like Malcolm Young.
Yeah,
like
me
those,
too.
like,
That was my
just-
first favorite one. Rhythm player.
right.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't beat him.
I feel like AC/DC's a good starting band. Like
Dude.
when I was coming into it, I was like, oh, these are easy. It's like I'm just ripping A and shit. And
Dude,
then I moved on to the more.
I saw like
stuff.
an interview with like the guy from Macedon, and he just like opened my mind because like I always love the young boys.
Yeah.
But like he was like, dude, only Malcolm Young could come into band
Yeah.
practice with bang, da-na-na, da-na-na, and everyone would be like, oh fuck yeah.
That shit's fire.
Like, that's it,
Yeah.
dude. Like
You
that
got
was
it.
that's you. That's fucking amazing. That's a #1 hit on the best album of all time.
Yes, sir.
You know,
yeah.
but like everyone else, dude, if I came in with that shit,
They'd be like,
three
"Boo.
quarters, like what
Get
the
that
hell is
trash
that?
outta
Get that
here."
shit out of here.
And they do it really well. They really do.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Back in Black is a great record. I
It
think.
is.
Yeah.
Like,
What do you think?
totally.
Are you in on AC/DC?
All the ACD
Yeah,
records are
they all
good
sound really
records.
similar, except for the Bon Scott ones, of course. But they're all
Oh, yeah.
good.
But that's the point.
Yeah, I like it.
It's just simple rock and roll, like
You know what I
down
mean?
to like its
Yeah.
most intimate, simple
Absolutely.
level. Like that's
Yeah, definitely.
Like blues rock at its core.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hitting on all cylinders. You know what I mean? Yeah, and Angus is great too. He's fucking stellar.
Dude, he's amazing.
Yeah, he is.
man.
Yeah, I think Malcolm just died, didn't he? Recently, a
Yeah.
year or
Yeah.
two ago.
a year ago.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Have you guys
This
heard
is
this
like
shit? Didn't they like tour with Axl Rose or some shit? Like,
Yep.
how does
I
that
thought
work?
it was for like 2 weeks or something
Yeah?
like that.
I think they did it for like an entire tour.
Really?
Yeah, like a few months.
Because I remember,
Really?
I think it was like Brian Johnson got like he's like losing his hearing.
Yeah,
or
I've
something
heard
like
that. Yeah,
and
he's
then the
near
doctor's
death.
like, "You have to stop."
Yeah.
And then I think he's back though.
I think he might be.
Ma-
I feel like I've heard
Or
that.
he was.
Yeah.
I think there are some rumors of some ACDC practices going on
Okay.
with Bond.
Honestly, they can make a record tomorrow and it'd be at least a decent listen. I think it'd be good, probably.
Yeah,
I mean, you know
his
what I mean?
voice is fucking
It,
shot.
dude,
Yeah.
the
shot
way
to
he
hell.
sings though,
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
how could it not be? You know what I mean?
So I guess his hearing has made him tone deaf. And there's a
Yeah.
video on YouTube of like right before he like semi-retired of him just like completely
Butchering it.
fucking up,
Yeah,
like
you
just
can't
in the
hear him.
wrong.
They could
'Cause
probably
it-
fabricate it in the studio. I think.
Yeah.
Ah.
What, ACDC?
Yeah.
Oh, they could.
The
oh, yeah.
vocals, you know
they
what I
could
mean?
Totally
Yeah,
use
they
that.
could totally.
It's like, that was terrible. We'll make it work.
But have you guys listened to the? I don't know if you guys like Ozzy, but the new Ozzy record.
Get the fuck up.
All right, fellas, we're back in. Hello.
Nope.
All right, we're back into it. Sorry, we had a technical difficulty, but we're back. We didn't lose anything. That's beautiful. Yeah, you guys happy with that?
Hell
Or you
yeah.
want to start over? We can start over if you guys
Let's
want to.
just start over.
We got to keep the story about
Yeah,
the touring.
yes,
That's-
Where were we at? AC/DC? Is that where we're talking?
So, yeah, probably
We
ACDC.
talk-
Guitar playing, then
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
Interesting. Well, shit, I lost our trail of thought.
He really does play like Malcolm Young though. Like
Yeah?
it's like
That's
it's
badass, though. He's like
yeah.
the greatest rhythm player of all time, isn't
Exactly.
he?
And
Something
it's-
like that.
It's funny because every time like I hear like Julian's the rhythm player, I never see Julian as like the rhythm guitar player. Just 'cause
Yeah.
I live with him and I see all the shit that he
The
does.
synth-
like,
and
I can
it's-
burn if I want to.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but like just like
When you're
I-
singing, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
That's the,
Yeah.
like the riffs have only gotten more convoluted, and singing and playing at the same time is
Yeah.
kind of a dude. In an ideal world, dude, second guitarist, I'm just singing. That's
yes,
ideal,
me
man.
too, man. That'd be so great, wouldn't it?
Right.
You can move around. You
can
can
move
move
just, like,
away.
in terms of just like focus, like
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
dividing my because like I care a lot about how this sounds, and I care
Mhm.
a lot more about how this sounds,
Mhm.
but at least live. And it's like I'm
Yeah.
losing something.
Yes, it is. There's a lot to be said about it. I severely underestimated that too. Like, it's fucking hard to sing and play. It really
Yeah.
is. Like Stevie Ray
Yeah.
Vaughan and all that shit. He's
Oh my
shredding and
God,
playing.
dude.
I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? I'm just holding down power chords. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, it's tough. But yeah, dude, I want a guitar, like a 2 guitar players,
Yeah,
and me
that'd
don't
be
have to
nice,
play.
man.
Like,
But-
even just for a song or two, just so I could fucking move around and do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
sling my mic stand around. Maybe do something
Exactly,
cool.
dude.
Yeah.
Straight stand.
Yeah,
Go
the
fucking run
charisma.
around.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
But I am just way too anal about like
Yeah.
dude, the rhythm guitar part sound, it's gotta be what I play. It's like I'm too stubborn.
Yeah, I'm picky too. Yeah. Like I brought in some guys, and I've been like, oh my god, that's not right. Like, oh my god, it should just be me right now. You know what I mean?
Dude, if I could do everything, I would.
But at 3, like I've done the trio thing, or we've been a trio, or we were a trio until yesterday. But it's tough too, man.
Power trio, man.
It's really hard. Like things sound quiet if I stop playing.
Yeah.
It's like real, like just bass and drums. I'm like, fuck, I better. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Or if you solo, it's like there should be
some chords going on back there.
That's why I got nothing but respect for the power trios, man.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Favorite power trio? I guess Rush, right?
Yeah, Rush is like maybe my favorite band all time. Not now, but like all time, probably Rush.
I feel like I've seen you. Well, you sat below me in class and you had a Rush sticker on your water bottle, don't you?
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, yeah, that's a badass sticker. Not that I've been stalking you or anything, but
no, it was a big ass sticker. I brought that water bottle. Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah, for sure. You guys like the Police, the band?
That's my favorite trio.
That's my favorite. Really? Not hating on Rush. Rush is definitely more technically proficient, but I love the Police.
It's either Police or Nirvana.
Yeah.
I'm a big Nirvana guy.
I like Nirvana.
They weren't always a three-piece.
That's true.
They got
That's true. Patty. Yeah. Both cool bands, though, yeah. They don't sound like a trio on the record, really, you know what I mean? It's definitely some dubs. I guess they do, you know what I mean? Yeah.
For Nirvana?
Yeah.
Or, I remember I watched one video about them recording In Bloom, and they used, I think, 4 guitar parts playing the same thing and then doubled each of those 4. So there's just like just a lot, and they're all like distortions are each different, and like their sounds a little bit different, but it just comes out as bleh, 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 bleh.
You guys like Territorial Pissings? I love that song.
I love that
I'm
song.
A guilty pleasure on that song.
He doesn't.
You don't like it?
I like the
He doesn't get like the weird Nirvana song.
Oh, yeah?
I like the obviously I like the hits, and I like the deeper tracks too, like Francis Farmer, that one, like that vibe. But like the Territorial Pissing, and what's the last one on Nevermind? The one that's just noise for 6 minutes.
It's like Somewhere in the End. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't like that one.
I don't get it.
Yeah, it's kind of dark. Yeah.
A lot of songs in Utero too that you just kind of listen to, and I like it. I can appreciate it, but every time Julian listens to it and Jesse, they're just kind of like, what the fuck's going on?
I think they exceed the little 3-minute kind of pop. You know what I mean? It's like pop, like in a way.
Yeah.
Like, but done in a grunge way, writing.
Yeah.
I think they really like Poly and like shit like that. Lithium and shit.
Very simplistic, but just super loud.
In your face, yes.
Yeah, like even the other grunge bands, like they didn't.
You like Pearl Jam? I'm not huge on Pearl Jam. I like
Pearl Jam. In my mind, they're the least sounding grunge band of the grunge era.
What is it you like about them? Just a quick question.
I love the 10 album.
Yeah, that's a great record. Great, fantastic.
Each song on there I think is really good, and no complaints. I can listen to that back. Something is to be said when you listen to an album back to front. And you don't want to skip a single song on there. I really respect that, and that's 10 for me. Like
that's the best way to listen, dude.
Yeah,
when you could just go
all the way through,
shuffle, or even just hit it all. Yes, that is something special.
Yeah, but Pearl Jam stuff, they're the most, I think, rock and roll of the grunge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that record, I feel like didn't have to come out in the 90s.
Right.
It could have been, even like early 2000s, late 70s.
Yeah,
anywhere.
Definitely. Have you heard this? Have you guys heard about this thing that like Pearl Jam came and played at Legion Field? Have you guys heard about this?
What?
No.
Yes, back in the day, right before they hit it off, they came and played Legion Field, UGA. It's
Really?
like notorious, like fucking like supposedly one of the best gigs on campus ever.
They
were opening. They were fucking opening.
For who?
I don't know who. I'll look into it for you.
They're not bigger than.
Yeah,
Pearl
they're
Jam.
definitely not. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I'll send you details on it. There's this page.
I've never heard of that.
There's this page on Facebook. I don't know if you guys are still on Facebook, but it's called Old School Athens, and it's like
It's Athens history.
Yeah, it's like Athens from 1920 to 1990 or 2000 or something.
Yeah, that's
and they're always fucking talking about that show. They're like, this is the best I've ever seen any band play. Pearl Jam at Legion Field. I'm like, okay, man, whatever.
Whatever you say, man.
I wish they still did shows like that there. I don't even know what Legion Field looks like.
I really hope they open
pool,
for
right?
Love Tractor.
No, there's like a
Love Tractor's possible.
Dude, I played at Legion Field, dude.
They still do shows there?
No. It was like it was like a Puppies in the Park thing. I played acoustic. I blew up my voice the day before, so I sounded terrible.
Yeah, it happens.
It happened. It does.
Yeah, it really does. It's unexpected when it does.
Dude, it's linked to my mental health. Like, I sound terrible. I'm a piece of shit, you know? Dude, it's bad. God. But like, dude, that's the worst, man. Blowing out your voice. I'm sure if you sing, dude, you know, because you can't be 100% all the time, and that's like. Yeah. For guitar players, that's bullshit. You know,
that's
of course
true,
you can be 100% of the time.
Yeah, I think so.
But
I mean, even if you're sore when you're playing guitar, you can fucking power through in a gig. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but like,
great.
If your voice is shot, you were just fucked, my friend.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
You are out there in the open.
Yes,
and like,
yes.
Dude,
and you just want to be like in between every song, like, yeah, my voice is fucked up. I'm so sorry.
Guzzling water.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. You know what I mean?
Because I'm so fucking tired. I don't want to be here. Like, dude, I've blown out my voice so many fucking times. Man.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude.
All the time?
All the time. Because I'm still figuring it out, the whole singing thing.
Me too. I kind of just started, it feels like.
Yeah.
How long you been singing? 3 years?
When the band first started, so almost 3 years.
Yeah.
And like, you've learned something new every
day. Did you just kind of
like,
learn, like you wanted to be a guitar player, didn't you? I bet you did, right?
I started as like I've been playing guitar for
and then you were just like, oh, I'll sing because I fucking have to. You know what I mean, right?
Pretty much, it was that necessity. Is like we even tried to get a couple girl singers to come in because he wasn't there for the first parts of the band.
So you're not the original bassist?
He's not.
Unfortunately, I'm now the longest tenured bass player. I think you might have to fact check me on that.
No, I think you've been in longer than Lucas at this point.
Okay, cool.
So how did the band start? Sorry to cut you off. Just like a brief synopsis, you know what I mean?
So okay, the short version.
January 26, 1990.
Dude, like, so it was. Wait, are you your senior this year?
Yeah, senior.
Okay, so like our freshman year, I was in the dorms. I didn't join a fraternity or anything, and I just had so much fucking time. Dude, it was bad. I was watching way too much TV. I was like, I need to do something that like long term, I can like a project to pour into. And like I was writing, I've been writing songs for as long as I can, like
for sure.
Wrote my first song in like 8th grade. Like
the banger alert.
Dude, I would release shit in high school, and like so after the first semester, I was like, okay, let's do this. And so like I called up a couple, like my brother and like a bunch of other like
goat.
Yeah, exactly, man. We all used to work at Camp Highland. We were all in like the worship team.
T-shirt.
And, yeah, dude. Whenever we're drinking, someone's wearing a Camp Highland shirt.
We have
T-shirt plug.
Love camp. Yeah. But like I called up we were in the worship team, and we were like, there's worship teams, and there's whatever the fuck we were doing. We were like, oh, these are the same chords as Crazy Train. Let's just play Crazy Train and like
Crazy
for the kids camp. And then just the kids loved it. You know, it's a rock and roll way to start the day. We would be playing,
it really was.
It was awesome.
Sounds like it.
It was like a punk worship band.
The workers would always complain all the time. They'd be like, "Shut the fuck up!"
Like, why do I hear Black Sabbath at like 8 in the morning at a church?
Oh god!
And like these are all my like really good friends, and like me and Jack had actually. Dude, they're still on Bandcamp, man. We did.
I listened to that the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
There's a couple songs on Bandcamp.
Bangers?
We did. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but no.
Yeah.
Like we had just done a bunch of like a small like 2 songs, and like we'd all been playing together for a long time. It was called like. This is the one song that I written before the band started. That guy. It's called Apache Pass, dude, and it was fucking nuts, man, dude. It was like a heavy western, like,
super cool
song, man.
Awesome.
It was awesome.
Really?
But we went to record in Boston at first, and it was like the first bassist, his uncles, had like they started Activision, which is like the Guitar Hero. And so like they had like a small studio up there, and like, okay, we'll go record. And we had 5 songs, and one of them was Apache Pass. And we played all 5. We're like, because they didn't know what we were about. And it was like we had By Surprise, Quarter, Everyday Dogs, That Most Wild, and Apache Pass. And we played it. We all before the song, and we played. It was like it was a really heavy half, and they're like, guys, this is not it. And it was like at the time, that song stuck out so much.
Yeah.
Like we played it at our first Flickr show.
Yeah.
And it was, it was
I
fun.
love Flickr. Yeah.
That was our first show in Athens, I think.
That's a rite of passage.
It is.
Yeah.
That's we played it there, and like it's
so no chance of Apache Pass coming up on the next
No,
record. No
that's
chance.
why I joined the band. Actually.
Oh, really?
No, it's
changed from within.
It's because our friends were like, "Hey, like y'all need to start playing Apache Pass," and I was saying that too before I joined the band, and then someone had to do it.
It's weird when songs take on a life of their own.
Yeah.
Like people are like, dude, I remember a couple other guys were like, dude, where's the fucking heavy Western song you played that didn't make any sense? I'm like,
I'm gonna
dude,
have to
it's
hear
not
this.
happening.
Yeah? You're gonna have to send me the MP3 on this. I'll put it at the end.
Dude,
of
I'll
this.
send you a link, man.
It'll be the outro.
It was
of the
all
podcast.
recorded on one of these guys.
Yeah, little Focusrite action.
Like it was worse than that. It was like a
Little shitty interface.
Shitty interface.
Yeah.
Studio One Pro.
Yeah.
And like one condenser mic. So I threw the mic on like the other side of the room for recording drums.
Yeah.
And then like record everything, stacked it on top. My vocal, I didn't know how to sing.
Yeah,
Screaming.
Love it.
It was very punk. Like
That's
not
badass.
the song, but that's what I used to
That's
do.
a rite of passage too. You got to do that. You got to make a shitty record on a shitty interface. You know what I mean?
You got to.
So then this leads to you joining the band. Tell me about this.
You
Kind
didn't
of.
tell the whole story.
Oh, sorry, did I cut him off?
No, well, we were like
So
Remind me.
freshman year camp, y'all played around, and then
yeah. Then basically after there's like a phone. Christmas break after a freshman year. There's like a phone recording of By Surprise and like the first like iteration of it, and that's like the start of the band. The demo, and that's basically the origin story.
I like it. So you guys are a camp band. That's where you all met there.
We
You were so
weird. Like we start not all. It was just me, Jack, and Jesse, and Lucas, I guess. So we played at camp. We were not like a
Dudley.
Oh, Dudley, dude, I miss that guy. Dude, we used to have. No, shit, you're the third bassist.
Technically.
Dude, so for our Flickr, he played like 2 or 3 gigs with us. He was in high school at the time. We were like fresh. He was a junior, so he wasn't like about to graduate.
Yeah.
He was also part of like the camp band squad.
Tough to get him into venues.
Yeah, dude, he was so good, man. Yeah. It was really great. He had we eventually because it was hard enough getting Jack to come because he lived in Dahlonega, and getting people from 3 different cities to come to Athens was just a hassle.
Yeah.
But then he stopped, because Lucas. That's right. Damn, I forgot. Yeah. Lucas was I feel like through the first couple of gigs, I was just singing.
Yeah.
Or we'd have 3. We'd have my brother Lucas playing guitar, and then I would be on guitar if I needed it. Just we sounded awesome then. Yeah. And then we're like, "Hey, Lucas, you ever played bass before?" He's like, "No, you're gonna."
Congrats, you just learned.
Yeah, you've been promoted.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No.
No, you got promoted. But we bumped him to bass.
You gotta have the bass, man. The bass is a vibe. How much you like playing the bass? You love it?
I love playing the bass, but I mean, I'm useless. But I love it.
That's not true.
Every time, I love my friends. Shout out to Michael Clark. But every time,
Mike,
I talk to my every time I talk to my friends about being in the band, they're like, "You're just a fucking bass player." They're like, they don't need you, right? Like you can just stand there on stage and not do anything, and people would still say you did a good job, So I love.
That's
bass,
hilarious.
Yeah, it's fine.
You play it well. I like how you jump around. Like you got your little bounce. It's a little bounce or something. Isn't it?
Most of the time he's not sober.
I like to. Julian's having to sing, play, do his stuff. Jesse's having to focus on the like that kind of
Jesse
stuff.
Thinks way too much when he's
Does
playing.
he?
Oh, yeah.
And of course, the drummer's sitting, so I feel it upon myself that I gotta be the
You're
guy
the stage
that
presence
just
guy.
kind of
Big
fuck
time.
around and do my shit, and
I love it.
hopefully not destroy anything or hurt
destroy-
myself. I've definitely I have learned that I need to chill a little bit. I have sprained my ankle.
Have you?
Twice playing.
I twisted mine. I sprained one.
Yeah,
You sprained it.
Well, during a gig.
And you kept going.
well, because I've sprained my ankles so much
Yeah.
that at this point I don't have any my nerve endings on my ankles are just gone. So like no, but like twice now, like I'll be jumping around and then snap, and I'll be like, oh, I have no more usage of my right leg. Nice.
You just hobble around.
Yeah, pretty much, and then
the adrenaline was running.
Hopefully, I have a few beers in me, and that'll make it all better.
I've done that too. I climbed a stairwell in a venue, and I made it all the way up, and I was like, don't trip. I was like, just like thinking about it, you know? And I made it all the way down. I get to the last step. I'm like, all right, you can skip this stuff. Twisted the fucking dog shit out of my ankle, but just played through it, you know?
You gotta.
Couldn't get my shoe off after, you know? So fucking swollen, but I love playing
injured sucks, man. I've never played it. Okay, dude, we had a gig. I had strep throat.
Ooh,
dude, it was rough, man. We were at Livewire. I don't think you were the band.
It's a nice venue, good sound there.
It is. Yeah, it's tough getting people from the bar to the stage.
The location issue. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
nice place, though. Nice people. Just location issue.
Yeah, but dude, I had strep. I had the shits before.
Oh,
dude. Like, before that, dude, I was like dead on stage. I had a bottle of like antiseptics, like the numbing spray. I was just chutting, spraying the entire time, and just screaming.
You gotta play through it sometimes, man.
You do. You gotta pay the bills.
You can't cancel. You can't get that that $50 advance. You can't get that back. You know what I mean?
You ever got an advance before?
No. Yeah, dude. I'm just kidding. No. Oh man,
dude! By the way, the new song is fucking sick.
Thank you, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for listening. You were actually one of the first people to share it. I was like, "Let's go!"
Dude, I saw you put it out at midnight.
Yeah,
I was like, "Okay, let's give it a listen."
I did it on a Friday night. You know, everybody does Friday morning. I was like, "Fuck this, let's shake it up."
Yeah,
I mean, it was a good one. I like it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do like Friday, like Thursday to Friday.
Yeah,
that's just what.
I always get tripped out when I'm submitting it on DistroKid. I'm like, which 12 a.m. is 12 a.m.? Like, which one is
midnight
this?
mean
and then I look it up and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I worry about it the night before. I'm like, oh, fuck. What if I got the midnight wrong?
Like, where you're like, oh, it comes out tonight. Oh, it's not
there. Yes. Yeah, I did that. I had one. It didn't come out on Apple Music for like 2 weeks.
What?
Like 2 weeks after it came out and everything, I was like, well, that did great for it, you know? So that really helped it out.
I love that.
Yeah, when should we expect a new song from you guys? I think we already glanced on this. You said
October 23rd?
I'm looking forward to it.
As of now.
We're supposed to get mixes yesterday, but we haven't gotten it yet.
Like, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he said
where'd you guys record them at? Where are you guys at now?
We've done all our stuff after, like, She's Crazy and Go Find Your Love at Hey Hey Studios in Griffin with Ryan Wilson.
Oh, you told me about this. Okay.
Yeah, dude. If you ever
it looks really nice.
It's a hole in the wall, but dude, it's
awesome.
Ryan is the fucking goat.
He's a man.
Yeah.
Like, we'll stay in the studios sometimes, and like we'll just it's a long drive, but besides that, I've never felt more comfortable.
That's important.
Because I'm not. If I do an hourly rate, like, I feel so pressured. Like, I'm literally burning.
Like, let's go. It's like, all right, let's play this. We're playing it.
Versus like, here's their song. If it takes a couple rounds, it's cool. Just like, as long as we can get. He's more about, let's get the best sound possible.
Yes.
He'll take his time, really setting
twisting knobs and shit, moving mics.
Dude, all the submarine work.
Yeah.
You know?
There's something to be said about that, man. Because like, I've had a couple times where I didn't feel comfortable in the studio, and I was like, I don't like this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna like what comes out of this either, probably.
Or like, I'm not gonna play, or for me, like, sing the best I can.
I don't like to sing in the studio with anybody there. I like to just do it here.
Terrifying.
It really is. It's like I'd rather just do it. You know what I mean? Like,
if I could, I would just go like in a dark room with no windows and no one else is in a square mile. If I could do it that way, I'd do it that way. But
well, it sounded good though. Those last two singles, I think, were definitely a little like just higher notch audio quality. Not that the others were bad; they sound great too. But like, definitely, it sounded really great.
Those are the first ones we did on a click.
Yeah,
all the ones before.
We're all
because Jack is stubborn. He's like, no, we can do it live. You know, I get it when you're not beginning doing that shit.
When you're tight as fuck.
When you're tight,
you've been playing for 10 years or 5 years or whatever.
You should have used a click.
Yeah, I never noticed, but like, that's something I struggle with. Is like click versus not click. I've everything I've ever done, I've liked better with a click, just personally, just because it fucking like it sounds. But like at the same time, I love listening to bands that don't play that click. You know what I mean? It's all about how tight you are. You know
like if I could do it without a click, I would.
Exactly.
But like you get the whole like stacking shit like without a click is painful. Not
Boy,
for the musician, but for the engineer working. It's like near impossible.
It just doesn't match. Yeah, and you can only do so many overdubs.
Exactly.
And people say you can't build, or somebody he's like, dude, if you don't play it live, you can't build the energy. I was like, bullshit.
Yeah,
I was like, if I fucking get down on it, I'll build. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can't get like, I think Man in the Box is the perfect example. Like
that's to a click.
No, so it's like just of like pushing and pulling tempo.
Yeah.
Like it's like really, it's faster during the chorus, and then it sits back.
Yeah, that's
like
a great
the
song.
verse like down.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that song, but
yeah,
because you can't get that like little bit like higher intensity chorus, just through tempo, and it's just natural. You kind of want to run with it.
There is a push and a pull.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
There should be.
Yeah.
Which it's there's an ethical discussion you could have about the presence of a click.
Yeah. I mean, what you guys do, and you just add bass last. Is that kind of how you do it?
So what we do is we try to do the majority of like the rhythm section. We try to do that like together, but like on a click. So usually we'll go back and do the bass over it anyway. But like if we can get the drums most of the way through, maybe like one punch in, because you're gonna fuck up.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
We did. So like we've been doing like one day. Just get the rhythm,
Yeah, that's cool. It's a cool way to do it.
Yeah, and then like me and Jesse have been going back and forth in Griffin and like doing guitars. Dude, we've gotten in a bad habit, dude, of these new songs. Most of them have a bass. They have the bass line, and then you have a bass plugged into a guitar amp, and have that like
sub bass kind of thing,
dude, or Royal Bloody,
like a baritone guitar. You know what I mean?
Sick sound.
Yeah,
is it?
It's awesome.
I'm gonna have to do that. I haven't thought about that.
It's so fun, man, dude. If you haven't done it, plug in your bass in your guitar amp and fucking turn up the gain and go nuts.
Fuck, that is a genius idea.
But we've been doing that. It's like we're never gonna be able to do this live, but
like
it's gonna sound.
Yeah.
So we've been getting in that. It's not bad. It's a habit.
It's a habit.
There's nothing wrong with it. That sounds cool.
There's always a fine line between like doing stuff and recording that's really good for the song and what you can and can't play live. Which is
there's a fine line
because like there's a lot of respect for people who have so much like Rush, like they don't sound like a 3-piece in the recording, but then you hear them play live and it's like oh shit, like
they're actually doing all
they're
that shit.
actually doing all of those extra stuff. So there's always a fine line.
I struggle with that too, dude. I think about that way more than I should. I'm like, am I gonna be able to do this live, or should I not care?
Yeah.
Like, should I just do what I want to do and it be a separate entity? Sorry, but like, you know what I mean? Like, just make it sound as good as I can. And just play it live, and the people like it. You know what I mean? If they do, they don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, almost.
I struggle with that internally.
Like, do you treat it as pretty much two separate songs? You know, like one that you can play live, like the live version. Which, like we try our best, dude. Like, there's a couple of songs we're using a lot of like. I don't love piano. We have like a little. There's like one piano part. I don't love piano.
You hate
rock
piano.
I hate piano. It's rock and roll, dude.
Any rock song that has a piano part, Julian's just like, nope, skip. Dude, like, not for me.
It was like subliminal. Jack, we were like playing the other day. I was like, oh, like we were just scrolling through songs, or whatever. He's like, you skipped every song that has a piano in it.
Like, November Rain? Nah.
Fuck that. No, okay, the last minute of November Rain.
The slash part?
Oh, hell yeah.
The part where there's no piano.
I don't know. It's just like my mind is wired, so like piano is the enemy.
Gotcha. Okay. So like, you mean like all piano, or just like a synthesizer count, or like?
Synth is cool.
Isn't there synth on Tom Sawyer?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I don't know. Just like. I get if I'm listening to other stuff besides rock, then piano's all right, you know.
Gotcha. Okay.
But like,
so it's just a mental barrier.
It is. It's bad. we used organ a couple times and synth a couple other times, but there's one piano part and it just sticks out in my head.
Does it?
Like,
it bothers you?
It's not even big. It's literally like octaves, like. I'm like, fuck that. Like, why'd we do that? You know.
And shit like that will eat at you, man. It really will. And
dude, that's it's almost like buyer's remorse. Dude,
it's like fuck.
Oh, we should have done this, this, and this.
I just like to take a break from it after a while, just listen back and all right, this song was perfect when I fucking recorded it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was perfect at the time. Like I said earlier, it just gets you to the next song. You know what I mean? So gotta do what you gotta do.
Dude, that's the worst. Like, we have 6 songs in the chamber, man.
Ooh,
and we started.
EP? or album? Which are we going for?
Dude, that's a whole
What's the
thing.
deets?
That's a whole complicated little.
It was supposed to be an album, and then it turned an EP. Now we're doing a bunch of singles that we're eventually gonna like package as an EP, but we're gonna like trickle them out.
Okay, that's cool.
But,
that's kind of the way to do it nowadays. It seems like,
which is a shame.
It is,
it is.
Yeah.
But EP's kind of bomb, like in a way, unless you're huge. I think. Well, just in my experience, like the songs just don't get the attention that they would have if you'd have put them out as a single.
Exactly. That's the worst.
Yeah,
man.
it really is, because there's nothing like listening to a good record.
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
I would love to put out an album, but no one's listening to song 12 on my album.
What I'm saying.
As of now.
Yeah. Like the way I've been doing it is like do as many singles as I can and then have like two little EP tracks. Oh, my EP drops tomorrow. It's just 2 songs. You know? I hate that it's like that too, but it's just how it is, man. I'd rather do that than have a song that I think's really good not get any recognition. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Not that I'm getting huge recognition.
It's almost like you're throwing it away.
Yeah, kind of like that.
It's like I worked hard on this, and I think this can stand on its own.
Like, there's one song specifically out of the 6 songs that really stands out like that. Our 12-minute.
Oh, dude.
Our 12 minutes?
Our 12-minute prog
sounds
space.
like a single.
No, because we were like, okay, like if we're gonna make an album, like where are we gonna put this? Like a 12-minute song or the intro? No.
Yeah. The end? Nah, it's too good for that.
Yeah, man, you guys' album was great. When did you stop listening? 6 minutes.
Here's the thing, man. We have this 12-minute space rock odyssey thing.
Yeah.
And we played it at the Caledonia, man.
I've heard it. Yes. I thought it was 8 minutes though.
Maybe it turned into like
11.
You guys opened with it.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Remember me telling you? I was like, dude, that song was fucking badass. Did you guys open with it?
Yes. That's what people like you. Dude, I had like some other people. I had at least like 8 people after the show be like, dude, what was that first song? What the hell was it? It was awesome.
Fucking ripping.
It was awesome,
yes,
right?
It was.
But like, it was like, that was the weirdest song we played, but people responded the most. So I was like,
which is awesome.
Because nobody's doing that anymore.
Yeah, so dude, that's the song is like, this is our sound, you know, like this is balls to the wall, like this is take it as it is. This is it. Like
we love that. You guys definitely do have a sound. It's very it's grunge mixed with something. It's definitely not just grunge, I think. I think it has a little twang of something else that I can't put my fingers on.
I don't think I will ever be able to put that one down.
We call our genre high octane rock and roll. I feel like that really.
It's like faster grunge.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Speed grunge.
Nah,
that's it.
That's thrash.
That sounds good. Yeah. Good point. Good point.
I want to. I've tried. We've been going harder and harder this whole time. I've been joking with my brother we want to be a thrash band. Dude, I've got some thrash songs.
You loaded up in the gullet, ready to go.
Oh, not in the 6 songs we got now, but like, dude, I wrote this crazy fucking song, man, about a haunted carnival. Yeah, and it is so thrashy, man.
Halloween.
And dude, I played it for Jesse. He's like, dude, that was terrible. He's like, I hate that. But everyone else in the band was like, this is fucking awesome. And he's like, I hate this.
Oh no.
It's hard getting that. He's equally stubborn to me.
Back to what I said about finding people that are in the same exact thing as you. You know what I mean?
It's so funny and frustrating watching him, Julian, and his brother butt heads constantly every day about the littlest shit.
We'll die on the dumbest hills.
and like from from one perspective, it's awesome because you know that dynamic makes the band what it is. Like awesome writing sessions happen because of that. But on the other end, it's fucking frustrating because they'll I argue for an hour about like, I think this should be a C chord. No, we gotta keep. And it's just, it's like, there's a moment where like I just laugh at it, and then like after a while, it's kind of like, guys, like, come on, like, shut the fuck up.
Like, it's bad when Tyler's the voice of reason.
It is bad.
It's like, you know, it's like you got the brother dynamic.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
there's something to be said about that.
It is.
Some
it's the person
like
you want to kill but you would take a bullet for.
Yeah,
you know.
There ain't no arguments like the brother arguments. You know what I mean? Like you hate each other, but you don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
in a way, yeah. I was watching. I don't really like them that much, but I was watching the Black Crowes documentary. You guys ever hear about them? Anything? There's brothers in that band apparently. They fucking hate each other. But I was hearing about this thing that they lost a shit ton of money over some agreement on a napkin. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
On a
what?
napkin?
There was like a manager deal where like this guy was a manager for a month, and they had the band had written it out on a napkin in a bar, like the split. And he won like millions of dollars like 5 years after this.
Like drunk as fuck.
Yes.
Too.
So that's why the LLC is important as shit.
Yeah.
Back to that.
Plus, like, that's the thing. Like, if you say something, no, I didn't. No, if you write it down, if he has the napkin and he's got his writing, that's bad.
That'd be terrible to lose millions of dollars over some shit like that, wouldn't it be?
But then again, like, you know, they've made their money.
Yeah,
I don't feel too bad for the Counting Crows.
Yeah, definitely. They're doing better than us for the moment. Give us a few weeks, month.
Oh yeah,
give or two. Yeah. So let's see. What else did I have written down?
Dude, what do you? I got a question for you. What are you planning on doing, man?
What am I planning on doing?
Yeah, like after you graduate, I've talked to like a lot of Athens guys.
Yeah, that's a good question.
We were jamming with Luke the other day.
Luke
from Cosmonaut.
Oh, I love Luke, dude. Great fucking singer, dude.
Right?
Fucking awesome, man.
He's the man.
They were great that night at the 40 Watt too.
Dude, I'm not gonna say they outplayed us, but
they were good.
They were good.
They're
man.
very good. They're in the early stages, I think, like being really good.
I love how like, dude, they're all so.
Charlie's great too. You know Charlie well.
Yeah.
Charlie's badass guy.
Dude, he's the only guy in Athens I think that plays with active pickups.
Yeah,
like, he's fucking
and he's
ripping.
good. Like he's got like a weird sound. You know what I mean? It's very
metal.
Yeah,
you know?
very metal, but like they're not a metal band either.
Yeah, dude, but it's nice kind of getting that like
they're different.
Not a whole lot of like rock and roll bands. Like there's you, there's Cosmo, there's us.
There's really
like,
not.
Not a lot of like rock bands. There's like dude, jam bands dominate, dude.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I've talked about it a couple times on this podcast. I don't fucking get it yet.
I don't like them.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I like
everyone's cool in the jam.
Yeah, they're all fucking sweet dudes, and like I'll go watch it and I'll have a good time. But like I see them just like geeking out. There's just like fucking 10 minutes of some like pentatonic solo, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't get it. I just don't understand it.
It's never been my thing.
Yeah, not that I'm hating on it. I love it. It's cool. I'll go to a jam band show.
As long as I'll take jam bands over like EDM.
Oh, any day.
Any
day. Yeah, still top tier. Like listen, you know what I mean? Yeah. Compared to a lot of genres.
Yeah, exactly. But like Athens music scene currently dominated by the jam bands.
Yeah, like Underground Springhouse and stuff like that, and
like AFTM. I guess AFTM's kind of
they're kind of like a southern rock band. Is what I think.
Yeah,
when I think
they got like a hint of jam, but southern rock's a good.
The thing that I think about, I was talking about this last week too. Jazzy. Is it like their followings? I feel like their followings came from fraternities. Do you guys feel like this? They like all of a sudden had this huge following out of nowhere because they were all in fraternities. Do you guys? What do you think about that?
I mean,
they're obviously great too, but like
I think
it didn't hurt.
It definitely didn't.
Yeah,
hurt. It's nice. Yeah, it's nice when you have like 50 guys you can just like text in a group meet and say, yo, show now, let's go. It's nice when you can just say 50 guys show up like that, you know.
For sure. They're top tier bands though. They're really good. Yeah, they're gonna be playing Sweetwater 420 Fest soon. Or AFTM was supposed to, but Springhouse too. You know, they'll be playing big festivals. But like, I do feel like I don't know what I'd call it, maybe not classic rock, but like our style of rock isn't that prominent, you know what I mean, anymore.
Not at all. It's not. Especially, you're talking like in Athens or
in Athens.
Oh, no.
Kind of in general too.
Yeah, I feel like we're in general, but I feel like we're almost like sometimes swimming against the tide because like you have like the jam bands, and you also have like the emotion, not emo, but like the emotional, like like the. Yeah, I've played with all these like Elijah Johnson, Hotel Fiction,
the like vibe, like folk kind of thing. Yeah, they're great too in a different way.
It's great. They're not gonna come. They're not gonna like what we, it's just like our stuff's it's different.
Is that the second? Okay, say jam bands dominate Athens. That's for sure, right?
Yeah, big time.
Is that coming in number 2? You think?
I think so.
I think so as well.
Yeah,
number 3. Us, maybe.
I sure hope so.
Country, maybe.
Country. I can see country in top 5. I don't know about 3.
In terms of like our age of people that are doing well in Athens, I don't.
It's hard to say. It really is.
I don't know if we necessarily get the fan base, but it really is apparent when you play and you see the people who really do dig it and get it.
We're playing for the 3 guys that are going nuts, man.
We're in the band t-shirts and a little sketchy.
Yeah, the rockers, we're out there.
Yeah, they are. They are for sure. You guys are the good crowd at 40 Watt and Caledonia when I've seen you there. Very good. Yeah.
People like rock.
People like. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking change you if they don't. You know what I mean? I love it. So you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
That's all you can do.
Like I'm not. That's the whole ethical. Like, I don't know. I used to not like I don't like the music we used to play, but like I'm not gonna change what I do to follow a crowd.
Exactly. I have internal push and pull with that too. Like, should I make short songs because people like that nowadays? And then I'm like, nah, fuck no, I should do what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But is it good for us that maybe we're like the only couple rock bands really kind of going for it? I mean, I'm sure there's more that we don't know about. There's probably 10.
I would love to if there was I'll say I'd make a group meet. There, honestly, there's a pretty big like underground metal scene.
Is there?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude, like the guy Actus Reus.
Yeah, I've heard of them. Jackson Johnson. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's nice. Dude. Yeah,
he's in I was in another band for like 2 weeks. Called Daisy Chains.
Chains. Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, so like I sang for them like a couple sessions. I was like, I can't double dip.
Yeah,
like I'm just too busy with the dogs.
Yeah,
but his Actus Reus,
they're badass.
I don't love screamo. I like metal. I like early metal. I'm not
Sabbath, but like they're doing it.
Yeah, they're good. They're going full metal.
Yeah, they really are.
There's a lot of other bands like that, I think.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, I've heard of them, but that was probably the only one I'd heard of.
I couldn't name you the other ones, but there's a
whole
it's
so underground.
It's very underground.
Yeah.
Why is there not an Athens rock band group me? There's the Jam. Have you guys been to the Jam one? There's a Jam one.
Jam band group me?
Yeah, you want me to add you? I mean, it's
I don't like jam bands.
you should just get in there just for like the music plug, because like people talk about rock bands and shit, but
aren't you in a music group me?
I mean, there's a Bands of Athens.
I'm in that one. Yeah.
There's somebody group me. There's a Athens Metalheads.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to add me in that. I'd like to just be in there and just to see what's going on.
Yeah. Well, dude, that one's a mess, dude. There's a bunch of bots in there.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, dude, it's fucked up, man. We need to start it again. Because like I like thrash metal, and I like even like stoner metal somewhere in there. Like all them witches. I wouldn't call them metal, but like, dude, I fucking love them.
How about you? What are you into other than the rock? I guess.
Yeah, we're all into rock.
Yeah, we're all into the
rock and roll. I mean, like you know how Spotify at the end of the year does like a Spotify chart.
I really look forward
I think
to
my
that.
top 5 genres were rock, hard rock, alternative rock, grunge, and stoner rock. I think so.
So you're a big country guy.
Yeah, I love pop actually. Like it's my jam. But no, I mean I was raised off like The Who and REM, but something like the top 5 off the top of my head, like Foo Fighters.
Love the Foo Fighters.
Nirvana. I'm a really big Incubus fan, actually.
I like Incubus. I know the hits. I don't know that much more.
And then old Paramore, actually.
Oh, dude, they rip.
No, dude, old Paramore.
Yeah.
Super nice.
Got a good vocal.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you what I got into like recently. One, I had a punk phase early this summer, man. Dude, I was listening to Sex Pistols, Ramones.
I don't get the Sex Pistols thing. What is it about it? It's just that one record, right?
It's one record. I think it's the fact that it's just one record.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the attitude.
Apparently they were a big deal. I just don't get it yet. Like I tried
a couple times.
Yeah, okay.
You know, it's one of those.
You like the Ramones?
I love the Ramones.
Yeah. I like them.
If you need a new punk band, the Chats, man, they're from Australia.
The Chats, yes.
Good listen. I'm gonna have to write this down.
Dude, they are fucking nuts. Their new album, Highest Behavior, it came out during quarantine, and it's like 30 minutes, but it rips, man.
So either that album, and they have is Smoko a single?
I think it's a single.
They have a song called Smoko.
Dude, listen to that.
Yeah, just
vibe.
How do you spell that? Sorry.
Smoko, SMOCKO.
I think it's just I don't know. I think it's just
Is it SMOKO or SMOCKO?
I'll figure it out. Yeah. That's a good start. Yeah.
Dude. But like recently, I've been listening to a lot of like blues, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're into
blues.
blues a lot, dude. I've been going.
I like the blues.
Man.
Like, I mean, is Hendrix considered the blues? Kind of.
He's like what the blues turned into.
Yeah. I mean, I like the Stones. Are they blues?
I would say Stones.
It kind of turned into rock after that, right? Yeah. So
like I've been listening
Little Richard. You like Little Richard?
I haven't listened.
He's blues, right?
Yeah, me and Jules listen to a lot of.
What are some ones that you've been listening
Muddy
to?
Waters.
Muddy Waters. Okay, yeah.
Bo Diddley. Dude, I've listened to a lot of Junior Kimbrough, which is he's not very well known, but like
I've never heard of him.
Rips, man.
Yeah.
And
how do you spell that? Sorry.
Junior Kimbrough. He's got a song called "I Gotta Try You," and it's like mostly him just ripping on A, but like it's just it's just like there's just a beat in the back, and he's kind of just going hard, honestly. That and like John Lee Hooker.
John Lee Hooker, yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah,
he's fucking boom, 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 boom. Love it.
So like, what are sorry to just we'll be wrapping up shortly. We're an hour and 10 minutes in. That's pretty impressive. Solid. Do you guys have a good time so far?
Hell yeah. It doesn't feel like an hour.
I'm gonna leave you guys 2 things to think on. Number 1, name me a few bands in Athens that you're excited about. Each of you.
Definitely Cosmonauts.
Yeah, Cosmonauts.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like they're I'm tight with Police Charlie and Luke.
And they're nice dudes and like
for sure.
good sound. Kind of very Zeppelin-y.
I feel like they're only like they're rocking, you know?
Yeah, they really are.
That was like one of the only bands that we played with. I was like, holy shit, that was awesome.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah, they're doing it. Yeah. Anybody else? How about you?
I mean, I remember from being in Athens, for like I think a year now officially. Like I remember listening to Cosmonaut when they opened for us, and I was like, okay, finally, here's a band who can like kind of like match and rip our sound a little bit. Like,
that's a great night.
Yeah, but like, no offense to like Hotel Fiction or Elijah Johnson or anything, but that kind of music I just don't vibe with at all. So
I mean, to each is their own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
They're doing really well with that shit. They really are.
They're crushing.
Yeah,
they're
really
crushing
are.
it.
Happy for all of them. Yeah, I'd like to get them on the podcast eventually.
Yeah,
and they're all nice. They're all super nice.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
that?
No, I'm tired.
Really
super cool people.
Yeah, Hotel Fiction is ridiculously talented, man.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm so mad Jay didn't start doing like Athens music scene until only recently. Like, they've been crushing this whole time.
For real,
Her and Jessica, power combos.
For sure, and both very nice, very solid ladies. So the last thing I'll leave you fellas on with: what are your aspirations for the future? What's the future of the Everyday Dogs? What do you have for me, briefly?
Not
3 paragraphs.
Not a homeless crackhead tour.
Yeah.
Okay, that's solid.
Yeah, starters.
Yeah.
But like, you know, we're gonna he's graduating in December. I'm graduating in May.
Me as well.
And like,
rock on.
Wait, December or May?
May.
Yeah,
see you there.
Online. Like the question is on Zoom.
Yo,
Zoom graduation.
what's up?
Like I don't want to stay in Athens really. Like I feel like
kind of do. I'm not done yet.
You're not done yet?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I didn't
We've been talking a lot about potential cities we might like to. We've been talking a lot about, and I've been trying to press us a lot, but Austin, Texas.
Ooh, I've heard Austin's a good place.
Off right
Austin's one of the few places right now that like actually has an active rock and roll scene still going and growing too. Because now a bunch of people in California and Seattle.
Joe Rogan's there now.
He talks about it all the time. He loves it.
They're just going away from all those kind of bigger cities. And Austin, it's like, I used to live in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
Austin is like the Portland, Oregon of the South. It's just like a really hip vibe, but with a Texas feel to it. And they just love rock and roll.
I mean,
fun.
I thought about it. I mean, like after Athens, after you graduate, let's just go live somewhere for a year. You know what I mean? Like you can only do it when you're young. You know what I mean? Go give it a shot. Even if you just make some fans in that city, fucking cool. You'll learn something. You'll make some friends. I would regret
not trying.
Yeah. But I was thinking Nashville. I like Nashville. It's cool and it's relatively close.
Yeah, Nashville, man. But like you got you got LA, New York.
Yeah, I don't want to do LA.
Those two, New York and LA are too expensive. Yeah, like, I can't afford to do that. And Nashville, dude, I don't know. I get weird vibes from Nashville.
I feel like we went on tour with a couple of people who live in Nashville, and there's such like a weird like we're better than you vibe for people from Nashville because like there's like a Nashville way and a Nashville way of doing things.
In Nashville, that wouldn't fly. And like fuck off.
Like shut up.
But like, and I don't know. Like
you guys want to go somewhere less notable? Is that what you mean? Like
best case scenario, Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, best case, dude. Australia's popping off right now.
Australia's crazy. I'd love to go there just to see it.
Yeah, but like everyone in Nashville, I feel like every Uber driver is trying to give you their CD.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like it's just like
it's like no, like everybody's fucking doing it.
Everyone's trying to be a musician, and everyone's like, it's not rock and roll.
Yeah,
like it's not very conducive to that environment.
Definitely. Like I guess the last rock band is like Kings of Leon to come out of there or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Kings of Leon, like old Paramore came out
stuff
of there,
like that. But I don't know. It's just the closest one I can think of. Austin's a good idea though.
Austin's good. I'm trying to think of like we've been like going like around like anywhere else.
Yeah.
LA's too.
Yeah,
LA's on fire.
We won't fit in there.
Yeah.
Seattle.
Dude, I would love to go to Seattle.
Would be cool.
To pay homage to grunge.
Go for a year.
Go for a year. Dude, I don't think I live in
From living in Portland.
The rainy city, right?
I mean, after this fucking August and September, It might as well have been Seattle around here. It's raining every day.
But I mean, think about it. We really got a fucking great start. Athens is a great fucking place to start. For sure. Well, you guys, I thank you very much for having you on. What's you guys' Instagram handle? I always like to tag these.
Everyday Dogs Music.
Sweet. And today I had two of the fellas with us. That was a great one. That was a fun one, dudes. It's a good time. Good. Thank you guys for coming on. You want to come back soon?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
This was fun.
We had a couple beers. Cheers to it. Mine's empty, but we can do a little quick. Oh, everybody hear that? Oh, yeah. All right, you guys. Thanks for tuning in to the Jameson on the Rocks podcast. Today I had Everyday Dogs. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Even if you don't stay, today might go. Let's have another drink and we'll. What a beautiful day to take over the world. What a beautiful day. She's all down on American girl. What a beautiful way to take the world by storm. Now it's you and stay. Don't you want? You're too hot. You're too hot. You're too hot to hold. You're too hot to hold.